In this video, we get started building the lower dash for my 65 F100 Crown Vic swap.
Thank you for watching the TDC Hot Rods YouTube channel.
All right, well, back to work on the old Crown Vic swap 65. So, what we're gonna work on this time is I would like to get started on building this lower dash. So, I picked up some round rod. I think this is 1/4 inch, 3/16 and 1/8 inch. I don't know that I'm gonna use the 1/8 inch rod at all. But dang, that's round, bouncing around. But I'll explain what I'm thinking here. So I'm wanting to extend the bottom of the dash down to where this piece of trim goes around here on both doors. So I'd like to bring it along and then turn it down and follow around the square edge of that carpet. Now the actual floor isn't really that square, but the carpet is, and I'd like to, I'm going to get some different carpet after the interior is finished, but I'd like to follow this edge around here and then come up and then go across the bottom to the bottom of the steering column here, and then I'll build a filler panel here and do the same here, come along, which will tie into the same height as this piece of trim. Also, I forgot to grab them. Let me grab these little vents, and I may send these, before this is all done and over with, I may send these vents back or use them on a different project because they make different sizes, but I didn't realize I bought the smaller ones. So I got these little classic car looking vents, which I really love how they look, but these are a 2-inch hole here and they make a 2.5 inch, and I kind of feel like maybe I should have bought the 2.5 inch. But my thought is, when the dash comes along and drops down here, I would like to put a double din radio in this area. Maybe I may not even worry about that so much and just do a single din, but I for sure need vents, so I'd like to put a vent here and a vent there. And originally that is all I was going to do. I was only going to do 2, just one here and one there, and then have the floor vents and the defrost vents. Well, I'd kind of like some more. If I could put one here and then one over there, that'd be sweet. I don't think I can get one over there, like, no matter what. There's some space up here that I could potentially figure out how to bring the ducting from here up, but I don't know. That's so tight. I'm already gonna have to cut this back somehow. Anyways, I could blabber about this all day. So what I'm gonna start with is I'm going to tack weld some metal across here, some of that round rod, and just try to get a good shape, an idea of how I'm even going to begin to build this. So I'm going to just set up some metal and start bending and see what I come up with, and I'll show you guys that. All right, so here's what I come up with so far. Oops. So what I just got a little outline here. I think it'll be pretty sweet. So my thought is we'll take these and put these vents like here and here. I'm gonna have to trim this a little bit, but I think that'll be all right. And then all I want is I don't want like an actual CD player, because honestly I don't know the last time I even used a CD. So I did a bunch of thinking, and I'm just gonna buy one of those Bluetooth stereos that are the same. They're pretty much the same shape as my AC controls, and I'm gonna put that in between the 2 heater controls. And I was gonna put something down here, but I don't think I'm going to anymore, because I want to put my cup holders here, and I think, and if I ever have a cup holder there, it'll be in the way. Maybe I'll put my power outlet in between the 2 cup holders or something like that. But I think I might leave this pretty empty. I mean, just plain, because the cup holders will be there. But so I got this bar in, and then I only have this one upper one done here. I'm going to build this, take this upper bar and go here, and then around the back side of the glove box, because I still need the glove box to be able to open and close, and then follow this ridge here. And then as soon as that is done, I can start to plate that up, which I think is gonna look super awesome. And this side, I changed it like 4 times. I had it straight, I had a curve that matched more like this curve that went way farther back. And I just didn't like it. Especially when I was like standing outside the truck like this staring at it, it just didn't look good with the straight bar there, and everything else is so curved. So I come up with this. I think that looks pretty sweet, and I didn't order enough of these, but I can still cut a hole and stuff like that. I know I can put a vent here, as long as I can figure out enough stuff, and as long as I can figure out how to modify this enough to be able to get 3 to 4 hoses to come out of this area, will be all right. So I could have one here, one there, one there. I would love to be able to put one down there. I don't know that that's gonna happen because it's so tight, and I don't know that I'll have enough space, but I am gonna look real hard into that. So what I'm gonna do next is start building this upper bar to go on this side over here, and to come down and along there, and then I can start plating this thing, which is going to be the tricky part, because I want this to fit tight. Like, I want it to fit real tight. So then I can unbolt it over here. I'm going to bolt it in down there, and on both sides there and over here. So then we can remove this. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna get back to work and get to making this thing look like something. All right, so I took a piece of masking paper and stuck the top of this to the piece of round rod that's going right up against the dash, and then traced out the bottom piece of round rod. So now I got a little template. You can see here where it gets a little bit wider, which is where it makes the corner, and then it would normally like bend down here, which is also a little bit wider. So now we got a good template. I can stick it down, trace it out, give her a little bit of a cut, and we'll be ready to start tacking this piece in. There we go. We got her all tacked in. I really think this is gonna be sweet. Like, obviously if we get way down here, you can still see all the heat and AC stuff. But like standing up here, you can only see a little bit of the blower motor. And then sitting in here, man, that hides so much. And it's gonna be even better when all this is done. The only thing you're gonna be able to see is this little corner, which is awesome. So now I'm going to do the same thing, take my masking tape masking tape, masking paper. Oh, look at that. I just realized that's like the perfect length. Huh, check that out. So I'm gonna run a template across here, and this one is gonna be one solid piece from here to here. Should be super simple. It does come down and then angle in just a tiny bit right here about where this bar is. And this bar is just temporary, by the way. But yeah, so I'm going to cap that next. But before I do these, I am gonna need to modify. Ooh, oops, as you've seen, that was just temporary as it just shot out like a bullet. I'm gonna need to cut this back here and figure out what I'm gonna do and how exactly I'm going to cap that off to be able to mess with these. But I'm pretty darn happy with that. I really like that. I think it's pretty sweet. Honestly, I think it could probably go a tiny bit lower and look even better, but oh, I can't shut the door right now. But then it wouldn't line up with these, and I really want that to all line up. I'm gonna paint this white so then it matches this. But yeah, anyways, I think it is looking awesome. So I'm gonna get to making this one. Ta-da! There we go. We got this piece all tacked in, and the front one, I really like it. Also, you can see here, here, and there, that is where I decided I'm going to put my vents there and there. And then this is the little surround piece for the stereo. This goes right in the middle. I think it's gonna look super awesome. So I want the stereo to be lined up with the AC controls. I just think that would look the best. And then just a nice even gap on each side for the vents from the stereo. But I did notice something after I marked this out. I was like, wait a second, it's not square. Like, it's not in the middle of this. It's square with this. It's straight down from here, but it's not in the middle. Then I started looking and realized I can fix that. So I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it later, maybe even after I pop this out. But I'm going to take this and scoot it over to like here, and I still think it will look really good. All I have to do is cut these tacks, move that round bar in, and then trim it up. I think it'd be pretty simple. But I might wait until I pull this whole piece out, wait until all this is cut up. But yeah, anyways, just thought it would be a good time to remind you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember now, it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. All you gotta do is hit that little button. But what I'm gonna do next is start cutting some holes for the stereo and for the vents. So I'm gonna get back to work. What happened? You gonna explain? I thought you were gonna explain.
I wasn't here, but
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna show them what I did.
right here.
Oh yeah. So we got the. It's just sitting here.
Oh, that!
Oh no,
Wait,
that
no,
one.
that was
Remember, that was
already
already there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got the vents put in. The holes drilled for the vents. Nothing's hooked up on the back side. Like you can see, I can still reach up in there.
Yeah,
so, and I like it a lot. I think that's, yeah. Can you see your fender there?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna look super good. I'm still waiting for the other two to show up so I can put one there and over there. But what I'm gonna do now is, as you can see, the stereo is not in the center of this. So I'm gonna do like I was talking a second ago. And I'm going to cut this piece of round bar off and move it on over there. What was that?
Falling now.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. I just put it in there so then the people on YouTube can see what it's gonna look like.
Oh, that's still on there. Do you want that on there?
We'll take it off. We'll peel that little new piece off when we hook it up, okay?
Oh.
So now what we're gonna do, bud, is we're gonna cut this piece off right here and we're gonna move it over so it's the same. You gonna help me?
I don't know.
All right, well, we're gonna put the welding blanket back in here and get the cut. There we go. So much better. It now is even from side to side if we're looking straight, because the AC controls and stereo is straight up and down. So then those are even side to side. I did have an oops here. Cut that too big, so now it's got a slight issue. But I'll fill that in, no big deal. And I don't really love this part, but I have a plan for it when I build my filler piece here, but that's gonna have to wait. So now what I'm gonna do is the piece that was right here that connected to this needs to be lengthened out. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna lengthen that piece out and then build this filler piece here to match that side. But I think it'll be pretty sweet. What's out, buddy? What you got? He is playing with his RC car. Oh, did the stand break? So in order to put this one on, you have to open that piece up. So open that.
That's what I did.
Okay, look at this. Okay, now let go just a little bit. Ta-da! He ran into it with the RC car and it broke.
An accident.
It was an accident. It's okay. It's just fine. We'll fix it. It'll be all right. All right. Well, I'm going to get to making that other half of the dash. Well, this extension piece. But I do have to say, the next one I do, I most definitely will not have the interior all in it when I go do this. What a pain in the butt. Having to put the welding blankets in now and move them around and try to be real careful not to hit anything or throw sparks at anything, but it's all right. We'll get it. And the next one we'll do different. So I'm gonna get back to it. There we go. I think it's gonna be pretty darn sweet. So this side actually turned out pretty awesome. I did leave a little bit too much material here, which is all right. When I pull this out, I'll trim it back because my plan for this is I want to paint this plastic piece, whatever, I don't know what color I'm gonna paint it, but I will be dyeing the steering wheel a different color also. But I'm gonna take some rubber and glue to the back side and have it poke out and follow all around here. That's my plan for this. And I was originally gonna do a piece of sheet metal around there, but if I go to tilt the steering wheel, I don't think the sheet metal will work very good. I really think rubber would be the best option. So I'll trim this up, but I'll be able to put the vent here and then this right here. Oh no, not that one. This one. Anyways, there's another one underneath there that is the, there it is, traction control. That I'll probably put over here, but I think it's gonna be awesome. I really like how it's starting to look, and it looks like if I look at it, the gap between here looks really tight or there, but like I'm 6'4", and dude, I got plenty of space on this side and this side, more than enough space. So I think it's gonna be super awesome. I was really hoping to get all of this dash built. My plan was get all the dash built, put filler on it, grind it all down, filler on it, paint it, and then in one video, and then next video show me hooking up all the vents and how I'm gonna hook up all the vents in the stereo and building the cup holders and all that. But I'm still waiting for parts. My vents haven't shown up, my ductwork hasn't shown up, so, and I'm trying really hard to get a video out every single Saturday. So that is gonna be the end of this video, but we have from one door jam to the other all the way built. Got the whole entire thing all built and tacked in. And I really love it. I think it's gonna look super sweet as I'm driving this thing around, because I did this in the nighttime over the last few days. I really like it. It really adds a finishing look to it, which is super awesome. But as soon as I get the parts shown up, we'll finish this thing out. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks again so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one.